Hi all, it is Tacky, user number 61 here in Indomita, and right now we are taking a look at the location page and some of the related pages to that. So first things first, if you want to access your location page, you need to first make sure you have a character active. As long as you have a character created and on your account, that should be automatic. You'll then see over here on the right hand side this handy navigation bar, and we're going to go ahead and select location, which brings us to this page. The first thing to see on this location page is that it shows you the name of the area that your character is currently occupying in the on the map. Gives you a little bit of a deeper description. It tells you about the weather, it tells you what factions are nearby, as well as if there's any lone horses that are available to be requested. And then you can see that there are a few other pages or links here that are available. The other thing that should be touched on and talked about right now is that if you want to actually move your character around to a different location on the map, you do not do it from the location page. You go to the map page. When you go to the map page, you will see that we have this lovely island here that has a grid over it. This grid is numbered. It starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it kind of just goes down and then makes its way across the map. You can see that it tells me where my character's location is on the map. I know that she's currently on square number 48, which is right there. She has already moved for the day. I get 1 movement per day, which means I can move 1 square per day. So I have already used that. But typically I can move 1 square per day north, south, east, or west. You cannot move diagonal squares. You can only move in cardinal directions. So that is something to know when you're planning out a movement. So the other thing to remember is that because she is on square 48, if I want her to interact with another of my characters who happens to be on square 115, they can't interact in many of the ways that the game would allow you to interact until they are on the same page or on the same square location. So we would need to organize that and kind of create a plan to have each other meet up. So that is how you move about to different locations. So the first thing to note on the location page, jumping back to that, now that you know how to change where you are in the on the actual map itself, is on your location page. You have, I think, one of the buttons that you'll probably use each day the most is the nourish button, or at least you should be using it every day if you're rolling over every day. Every day that you roll over, your character loses 10 food and thirst. I mean, because they eat and drink is, I believe, the assumption. So each day you get to come here and click nourish at least once, and that will automatically gain you 20 points of nourishment. The benefit to this is it's free. There are other ways to raise your nourishment, but they either rely on you having items available in your character inventory or on a horse in a leadership position in a faction that you're in, rolling over and doing the correct appeasement. So nourish is a great free way to make sure that your horses stay nice and full and fed and are not thirsty, which is just a great way to help maintain that mood. The other button here is rest, and rest is useful if you are doing some challenges or battles and you your health gets really low. You can hit rest and that will automatically just have your health start regenerating. The downside to resting is that as long as your health is regenerating, you cannot use any of your action points. So it kind of locks you into this resting state of you cannot use any of your action points until you have reached 100% health again. So just to keep that aware. If you are looking down in this kind of, there's these upper 6 buttons, but then there's these lower 4. These are not always the same depending on which location you are at. 2 of these will always be here. That is Katura and the Lignum Vitae. Those are kind of daily, this is a daily experience shop, and this is kind of a daily giveaway tree. Shrines, and these birds or creatures are kind of quest givers or are randomly scattered about the island and are found randomly. So that is our first introduction and overview to the location page, and I will see you guys back next time. Thanks!